All right, welcome everyone. I've got an exciting guest with me today, Moe Dafer from Code Ninjas in Stouffville. Another Canadian here, so I'm excited to have a conversation about franchising and learn more about his story. And so, Mo, let's dive in here. The first question is, how did you get into franchising? What's your story?
So I had like my own business since I was 19 into like software programming and graphic design. We moved to Canada in 2011, and when we moved, you had to put like everything behind you and just find a job, just be able to pay your bills and just get used to the whole culture, the holidays, everything just totally new. See everything like from different perspective. So I just went into corporate world, e-commerce for like 9 years, and I always wanted to go back and do my own business. And the easiest way to do your own business in Canada is mainly having a franchise. I was looking from day one for franchises. Everything that I've been seeing in the market was food related. I love food. I'm like a good cook, but that wasn't a field I wanted to be in. Uh, until like 2 years ago, I make a decision because I was selling STEM product to the North American market, and I found a gap where people were seeing exciting product, they like it, but nobody knew how to use them. So I was planning to do my own business where I introduce a STEM to like public in general. And then at the same time, I saw Code Ninja, a code an ad for Code Ninja on Facebook. So I looked into it. It was exactly what I wanted to do, but more fancy. So it's like opening your own burger shop or having a branded. So it's okay if someone is doing the marketing, is doing the curriculum part. It doesn't hurt for me to pay a percentage and for me just to focus on growing that business. So this is how like I just signed up for it.
So you were always an entrepreneur. This wasn't something that you dreamed about as a kid. You were doing that before you moved to Canada, and you had to kind of go on a different path for a while. But you're back now to being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
That's
It was like
exciting.
working in the corporate world was like nice because you get all that exposure, you meet people, you understand how business function on a bigger scale. But it was extremely frustrating on a daily basis. When like, how is this guy over here? Like he's so at least now I can make my own decision, my own mistakes. I'm liable if I do a mistake, which is a lot nicer than just blaming it on whatever. When you own your business, you just make your decision. If you do a wrong decision, you will learn, you do better. And at the end of the day, nobody cares about your business more than you.
Very true. No, that's awesome. Well, let's talk about so far since you've taken on this Code Ninja brand and started opening a location. What's the biggest win for you? What are you most proud of?
At this point, like we were supposed to open on March 2020. So timing was perfect. We started with COVID, so we stayed home. My stuff, my furniture, my equipment, I had to rent container and put them outside till we were able to open in July. So it wasn't the best start of a business. My wife jokes about me, saying if you want to lose $500,000, give it to Mo. He will make you the best business plan, and you will lose it in 1 year. So what I'm proud of at this point is that we were able to survive this pandemic. I have more than 100 plus families who signed up their kids. And for someone to trust you with their kids during COVID. So we like even last year when parents were not sending their kids to school, they were doing online. They were sending them to the center because they saw that whatever we were doing, the way we were treating their kids, the precaution we had in place were good enough for them to take their kids out. So having all those kids come out, interact, be social during a time where we don't even shake hand or you move away when you see someone. That's a plus that I enjoyed, making that tiny difference with those kids at this point.
Yeah, it's no small thing. That's incredible. Okay, well, like that, what a time to start. And I'm sure it had lots of unique challenges that, the average franchise owner starting out didn't have to face when they started. But if you go back and you want to give yourself some advice, what were some things that you've learned now, a couple years into this, that you'd give advice for someone new that's starting out?
Normally, when you start with your own, let's say, franchise at this point, you always like go in super excited. You start spending a little bit more than what you anticipated. You don't always follow your business plan because that excitement, that rush will make, okay, let me get this instead of five, let me get 10. So once business starts, you will know exactly what you need. So I ended up with like a basement full of robots that I bought that I'm not able to use because of COVID. Plus, I bought more than what I needed. I bought more notebooks than what I actually like. I bought, let's say, I have 36 brand new notebooks. My capacity was 8 for the last year and a half. Now I'm allowed to go 18. So have a budget for whatever you need. Just only spend as you go. Don't spend in advance because, hey, it's a Black Friday deal. Let me get those notebooks now. As long as you have the cash, you will get a deal. Take it easy, step by step, focus on your cash flow. That's what my recommendation if I need to do it again.
Yeah, it's great advice. And it's easy to get excited about, oh, we're going to go here. And, you don't really know what that whole path looks like yet. And so you can get excited about the future and overinvest. That makes sense. Um, what would be the biggest challenge you face right now? I'm sure there's many challenges coming at you. Is there one or maybe two of the challenges that keeps you up at night right now?
Uh, at 55, nothing keeps me up at night. I just sleep as a baby, so I'm fine with that part. COVID is the unknown that is always around us at this point. Okay, so you might come to work in the morning and then get an email or a call saying, "Hey, you have to shut down," or you have a case, or you have it's it's an unknown. Okay, and it's for me, it's like a hidden enemy that I can't even confront because I have zero control of it. So that's the only thing that annoys me. Everything else is manageable. Like as I said, I owned my business all my life, so I had my ups and downs. We lost money, we made money. I was always able to stand up again because you know what you're made of, and you can always make money. It's not something difficult as long as you know what you want and you are good at what you do. You can always generate money. My only concern at this point is like I can plan for the next year, but am I able to execute my plan? Not for stuff for planning reasons related to me, for external factors that are totally out of my control. That's my only challenge at this point.
Yeah, for sure. Very relatable. And I wish I could give you the answer or some kind of solution, but you're right. It's that uncertainty and not sure what's coming next. That's very hard to predict, impossible to predict, and very very challenging as a small business owner. So, hey, thanks for sharing. Anything else you want to share about your story or anything you want to share with other franchise owners out there?
Just take baby steps always. Don't get super excited, super pumped up. And one of the most important stuff you should do is review the numbers. Normally, I'm not referring to Code Ninja, but since I've been in this franchisee world for the last 3 years, I've been seeing and talking with other business owners that had the business fields, and checking your numbers yourself makes a big difference rather than taking an Excel that someone will tell you, okay, just fill your numbers and you will see if you're making money. That's I'm trying to be very polite in my choice of word. Uh, dig into the numbers yourself.